The 2026 sponsors are
APT Services Limited,
A. Williams Party Rentals,
CB Cabling and Technologies Limited,
Chinoya's Hands of Therapy,
City Dental and Implant Center,
Compass Haulage, Contra Traders Limited, Cynthia's Gift Shop,
Gorgeous Flowers,
Great River E-Commerce,
HRHD Development Limited,
Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, Member of Parliament, West Rural St. Andrew,
LGOC Wholesale and Retail,
Live Sound Production Limited,
Market Fresh Produce Limited,
Massey Gas Products,
Red Hills Baptist Church,
Red Hills Hardware,
Smart Spending Wholesale,
The Builder Limited,
True Output Printers,
Valerie's Grocery,
Wayne's World Jamaica,
Wingtac Grocery,
YP Seaton and Associates,
as well as a host of individual donors within the community, Jamaica, and the diaspora. We thank you.
Teachers of Williams, age 9. Miss Manda. No one commands. That's actually 47 years ago. She taught me. The time she feels patch me. She will find the love of her life. I was talking to her, she said she was a mutual. Just left college, you know. So, without further ado, we're going to move into the program. Let us start with the national anthem. Stand please.
Mr. Monitor on.
Go.
Hello? Yes. Hello, here.
Eternal Father, bless our land. Guide us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil powers. Be our light through countless hours. To our relief. Where there is no appearance, like a shadow of turning. We come into this place
have to come to you first. Before there was a sun in the sky, before there was a lamp or a candle or a wire in a wall, you spoke into the darkness and said, light. So light was your thought before it was ever ours. And every good and perfect gift in Red Hills, as everywhere else, comes down from you. We thank you for this community, for the hills themselves and the people who have made a life of them. For those who have stayed when it would have been easier to go. For the ordinary faithfulness of this place, the neighbor who watches a child, the hand that carries a load up a road no vehicle will climb, the door that opens when somebody knocks at an hour nobody wants to be knocked upon. And we thank you this afternoon for those we have come to honor. You know their names better than any program printed here. You know what most of us do not. The years before anybody noticed. The work done when there was no ceremony and no photograph and no one to say thank you. You know the cost that was paid quietly out of their own pocket and their own body and their own rest. Nothing in the dark has escaped your eye. You have been watching all along. And this afternoon, we're simply catching up to what heaven has already recorded. Now teach us, Lord, what we're actually celebrating. For your Son said, let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works. And then he finished the sentence, and glorify your Father, which is in heaven. Help us not to stop halfway, and remind these honored men and keep us honest. Let the praise we give be true, and let the glory run upward where it belongs. Bless this evening. Bless the flourished foundation and every hand that has planned and prepared and paid for what we're about to enjoy. Bless the families who share these people with the rest of us and who carry the quiet cost of that. And Lord, let there be children in this room this afternoon who look at these honorees and decide what they want to become. For the light shines in the darkness. Not overcome it. Not in this community. Not yet. Not ever.
Wasn't there, Sean?
Do it again among us, O God. We ask in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord. And God's people say, Amen.
Never changed. Don't have his that mic.
Very, very proud of her. You know, I've known her when she was like the silence of his voice. Yeah. We used to live next door. She was just a coolie baby. And then my brother sends to fight for her. That time she nearly dropped. But you know, I'm particularly impressed by her dedication to service. I was on a flight from Miami, and the idea came to me. And I took out the American Airlines napkin and started writing with some notes. And I said, I'm going to team. I don't know, I love everybody to help me. When I came to Jamaica, I called Fiona. I said, Fiona, I have an idea. This was it. I said, really? She said, I can call Jules. We can put a team together, Stephanie. And the rest is history. This wedding is one of the most successful events ever held in this community. And I see her continue her journey to the flourishing movement, mentoring young ladies, trying to keep them on the right path. You know, I know she has transitioned into this wonderful gesture, recognizing sacrifice and effort. Put your hands together for Fiona.
That fateful morning, I downloaded consciousness and subconsciousness. I literally had to wake up fully and write down everything before I forgot. Even the name of the event was given to me that morning. So I'm convinced that that was the Holy Spirit literally downloading to me this whole concept. The rest, as they say, is literally now history. There are pictures, there are social media posts, and there are actual awards on display in people's homes that serve as historic records. The morning of the dream, I believe, was probably around mid to late 2023, and the first award ceremony was held in this church within the hall. And that year we had a Jamaica color theme. So it was all about honoring our community everyday heroes. The heroes that we honored that year were Tracy Ann Hemmings. She has served, still serving at Winter Wholesale at Hamilton Plaza for over 20 years. Angela Henry, she's from Burnside Valley Seventh-day Adventist Church, and she's one of the people who they have a program like on a Wednesday. They give to the people in the community who are in need. They put packages together and feed them. She was one of the persons who spearheaded that program for a number of years. Then you have Utelda Simpson, who is one of the stalwarts within this church, who I believe for a number of years as well spearheaded something similar here. So everything to do with giving back to the community. Miss Simpson was in it. She's an outstanding member of Red Hills Methodist Church, and I must say one of the kindest people that I've ever known. She'll come to you and say, "Do you have those clothes that we can give to somebody?" And she's always, every single week, always giving back. Then there's Tamika Walters Jacobs. She's a pharmacist at Central Health Pharmacy over at Terrence Plaza. And I just said service, true service with a smile for the last couple of years. We also honored Charmaine Williams, who is principal of Red Hills Basic School, and who in a short space of time has been able to take the school from where it was to get the school to have, I'm not sure it's called, a certification or something from the early childhood commission or something. I'm not sure the right words, but she has really done a lot with the school since becoming principal. We also honored O'Neill Barnes, who everyone knows as Barnesy. He's from the Red Hills Police Station. As early as I get up and I open my door in the mornings, I see Barnesy in the yard. He keeps the station. And as late as evening, and sometimes he has to keep his girls, Barnesy's Thomas Davidson
I don't know if you'd have seen him outside in some bright colors. He helped with the parking. Thomas always serving. So Thomas will bring a gas. Thomas at FCM. That's Uncle Larry, the driver of the bus. That's early in the morning. Uncle Larry wakes up and him drive all the back roads and the bad roads to do the pickups from Price Right to Padmore every day. Does that in the afternoons. I believe he also does 2 trips in the afternoon because they're the students who do the extra classes for pep and stuff. So that's Uncle Larry. And you're not hearing Uncle Larry mouth. Aston Reese. He's the past president of the Red Hills Primary Past Students Association. I believe he was one of the persons instrumental in getting that up and running. High school. Hugh Waugh, or Mr. Waugh, went through that school who are now doing exceptionally well.
But unfortunately, the school had to close.
Mr. Wayne Booth, the mastermind behind Miss Red Hills Talent and Beauty Pageant, who happens to be our Master of Ceremonies, also one who gives back, also one who serves. Donovan Sigree, who I believe would be our youngest awardee to date. He's one of the star players for Red Hills United Football Club and played a big part in getting the club to the finals last year in the CASAFA League. Roger, you can correct me on that. And then Baldwin Thomas, I call him an ambassador.
Yeah.
He's the founder of the Jamaica Canada Link Cup. One of the things that Baldwin does, he's a champion. I believe that he champions the Red Hills culture, basically. So in Canada, he rallies all the people who are from Jamaica in Canada, and they come together every year, and they just come together to whatever people come together and do. I mean, you never know what kind of connections are formed and all of that. And in whatever way they can, they give back to Jamaica. So we had to honor him for that. And he does a lot of giving back to his home community, which is Cypress Hall as well. So everybody knows Baldwin. Jermaine Campbell is the owner of Smart Spending Wholesale on Hamilton Plaza downstairs. He gives treats every year and that kind of thing. Just does a lot of giving back as well and serves on the board down at Red Hills Basic School. Alethea Boyd, she was a big part of the, I'm looking at her now, she was a big part of the Golden Age Club. And she also served Red Hills Basic School as a teacher for many years before retiring. We honor Dr. Melanie Bromfield Thompson. She was a resident doctor at Red Hills Health Center. I think it was about 7 years. But I would say that she was not only a doctor, she was a counselor. She was at everything down there. And I remember her calling me too to say, you know, there are girls who come before her for different reasons. You know, she would want me to sit with them, make them a part of Flourish, that kind of thing. So she gave above and beyond service to the community of Red Hills while she was here. Everybody should know Cordell Eccleston Byfield, simply Cordell, from the National PC Bank when it was on Tyrrell's Plaza. More than service with a smile, Cordell would always give, but they closed the branch and now she's serving in Stony Hill. Carla Lewis was also honored. She's a JP, and one of those JPs that if you can't come to her, she will come to you. She was honored last year. And Nurse Miller, Miss Diana, but she's officially on her birth certificate, Joan. She's Joan Miller from Red Hills Health Center. And I cannot go on the road without somebody stopping me and say, you know how much time your mother dressed me cut? Your mother this? You know, all these things. So everybody loves Nurse Miller. So she got her flowers last year from Flourish. But the rationale, though, behind the awards really is just highlighting persons within the community who are well-known, well-respected, who are successful in their careers or in business, who serve in various spheres with diligence, very important, who give back in various ways, and who operate with integrity and humility. So what we're doing today, now that we're all gathered here, is asking that if there's anyone who you can think of who you believe be added to the list, to just let us know. Just reach out to me or Lady Joan. Can you stand just so that they can see you? And Lady Shauna, just let us know, you know, if somebody comes to mind, give us their contact information and that kind of thing. And just a brief synopsis of what it is that they do, how it is that they give back, and then we will discuss it and determine their eligibility for next year. So our aim, again, would be 5 to 6 females and 5 to 6 males. So start racking the brains and reach out to us. Another thing that we're asking before you go home this evening is that if you can, if you walked with the purse or the wallet, to leave a donation that will help lay the foundation for next year's awards or for any other community-related initiatives we may undertake as an organization between now and then. Because what happens is sometimes we see other organizations doing different things. For example, right now we have the El Clasico going on, which is the fancy name for our Corner League. And we see where the Corner League does a lot for the community, does a lot for the young men, does a lot for just unity. Even as we're here now, there's a football match going on, and I think there'll be another one afterwards. So, you know, sometimes we'd like to also support other organizations or whatever needs come up. So if there's any way that you can support us, we would love that. We'll actually have a box at the exit that you can just drop money in, and we'll have Miss Henry, I'm not sure, oh, she's sitting right here, that will man that box for us. Oh, by the way, if you don't have the purses and wallets today, I don't know if they have it there to put on the screen, but we do have a bank account that you can transfer to. So we'll share that information on screen at some point. Before I leave the platform, I must say a big, 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 big thank you to Joan, Mrs. Evans, to Shauna Moore-Gutsmore. I identified them already. They have literally been a dream team with me for the last 3 years. Ladies, thank you so much for catching that vision that I did get early in the morning, and for skillfully, and I would say also graciously, remaining committed to the task of executing the vision with excellence. It really has been an absolute joy working with you guys over the years. And I must also say thank you to all the persons who said yes to sponsoring the event and to making the event happen. We actually have 26 business sponsors. Some of them are represented here. I see Great River, I see True Output. I see Chin Lawyer's Hands of Therapy. I see Madame MP, who also gave. I see the Builder Construction. Forgive me, but that's who I'm actually seeing from this vantage point. Oh, yes, Cynthia's gift shop. So we thank you so much for your contribution. Wayne's World Jamaica as well. Thank you. I'm confused because I'm in a different capacity right now. I made a promise to myself that I wouldn't forget to mention the people who we have invited to be awarded over the last 3 years, but who declined to accept our invitation for different reasons. Some of them live abroad and just would not have been able to travel at the time of the event. So we have Mrs. Edith Moore Powell. Everybody knows Sister from Burnside Valley. And from Burnside Valley SD. Sister will come every year and host a back to school treat and do like a VBS and that kind of thing. And I believe, I don't know, she's what, 80-odd? 80-odd going 90 or in that age range. And she's still doing her thing. Recently, the last time she was here, a couple months ago, she did a cleaning up of the Burnside Valley Road, the extra bush and all of that. Cleared it out. She spearheaded getting that done. So we have wanted to honor her, but we just have not been able to synchronize with her. I don't know if anybody would remember Miss Brown from the post office. She was at the post office for many years. Back then when we used to actually get mail at the post office. She retired, but she gave stellar service during her time. So we had also wanted to honor her. Mr. Howard Dennis, I don't know if people would recognize the name, but everybody knows him as Frey. Frey now, and I know I'm going to get myself in trouble for this, I call him a ghost giver. So Frey will give to everything within the community and nobody knows that he's behind it. Frey has given to Flourish. Frey has given to football. He has given and given and given. Because he's at Miss Red Hills, he's a successful businessman and just thinks that it's important to give back, but without the fanfare, without the drama, without the excitement. Mr. Desmond Todd, most people would more recognize him as Beba. He's been living overseas for a very long time, but he's from Mosquito Valley, born and bred in Red Hills, and he's a football man and a sportsman. Him, along with some other people in the diaspora, formed a group called Red Hills Retro Link Up, and every year they do different things to give back to the community. Sometimes they will come and they will host different things, give out back to school, things for kids, stuff like that. Last person that I want to mention that we wanted to honor as well is Mrs. Bernetta Brown. I don't know how many people know her as Mrs. Bernetta Brown, but I think everybody would know her as Miss Bunny. Miss Bunny was the principal down at the basic school for many years. I think a few people would say 50 years ago, 40 odd years ago, however many years ago, Miss Bunny was their basic school teacher. I just thought that it was important for us, because we weren't able to honor them the way we're honoring these other people today, just to give them honorary mention publicly. So, as I take my leave from the platform, I thank every single one of you for coming today. I thank all of our awardees for allowing us to honor you and to put you in the spotlight. And I just invite everyone to lean in and to fully enjoy our 2026 Red Hills Community Hero Awards as we honor these Red Hills stars who we believe are truly shining their light in the most beautiful and inspiring way.
So we're now going to recognize some of the sponsors. Mr. Engineer, are you ready? If not, we move right ahead.
The 2026 sponsors are
APT Services Limited,
A. Williams Party Rentals,
CB Cabling and Technologies Limited,
Shinoya's Hands of Therapy,
City Dental and Implant Center,
Compass Haulage,
Implant Center,
Compass Haulage, Contra Traders Limited, Cynthia's Gift Shop,
Gorgeous Flowers,
Great River E-Commerce,
HRHD Development Limited,
Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, Member of Parliament, West Rural St. Andrew,
LGOC Wholesale and Retail,
Live Sound Production Limited,
Market Fresh Produce Limited,
Massey Gas Products,
Red Hills Baptist Church,
Red Hills Hardware,
Smart Spending Wholesale,
The Builder Limited,
True Output Printers,
Valerie's Grocery,
Wayne's World Jamaica,
Wingtac Grocery,
YP Seaton and Associates,
as well as a host of individual donors within the community, Jamaica, and the diaspora. We thank you.
Put your hands together. She was 16 years old when she represented Jamaica at the Olympics. 16. She represented Jamaica at 5 Olympics. 1980, 84, 88, 92, 96. In the days when she run up and down and I get no money. No money never in a track and feel them days. And I like Ilian Thompson, Shelley and Fraser, them we make millions now. Then you used to have to find all them own plain fear if you go ask somebody meet them. You know, in 1996, she brought Jamaica 2 silver medals. 1992, at the Barcelona Olympics, silver in the 100 meter, silver in the 200 meter. And guess what? If I never then thief in America and upon them jugs, should I get 2 gold? Gold in the 4x100 at the World Game. Let me tell you something. Garden house full of people who never do nothing for Jamaica yet. Only a few, little bit, have contributed in a meaningful way to the development and the advancement of this country before going into Garden House. And Juliet Cuthbert Flynn is one of them. So she run on the track, and she run in an election, and this evening she's here to run up her mouth. Welcome, Juliet Cuthbert.
Thank you, Masters of Ceremony. I won't run up my mouth too long. Good evening, everybody. Let me just say congratulations to Miss Fiona Burke. I think you need to just applaud her. Let me also say good evening to the awardees and the past awardees who are here. And good evening to all the members of the Red Hills community and possibly some who are not members of the Red Hills community. I'm especially happy that I'm part of the Red Hills community, right? As a member of parliament. And you know, when you said something, and it was only a few days ago, I wrote on my social media page as a reason why I entered politics. Because persons are always asking for something and not what they can do for that country or for their country. And that is missing. And it is also, it brings home also because of yesterday, I was driving in the Stony Hill division, and there's this man. This is not a long story, by the way, before I get into my greetings. There's this man who was covered up in, you know, face mask, and he has his weed whacker, And this person is a little bit older than me. And he's been cutting the bushes, the curbs, and cleaning up the area. And this was before, of course, the government only gives us funding once a year to do any kind of bushing. And I'm wondering, who's this man? And why is he doing this? And where does he live? And nobody could really answer me. But he was cleaning. I don't know what a mile is, right? About a mile of the roadway. I see now where, in Stony Hill, you have a lot of rocks. And so what he's done, he's debushed the area. And then he paints this whitewash. So he whitewashes it. And then when you're going around a dangerous corner, he colors it in that bright.
Paulette Cunningham. Paulette Cunningham has been living in Padmore since she was a teenager.
Reflectors, so that you can see where you're going in the night along the poles. Now he's using, I'm sure, his own money, and he's doing this. And when I said the place clean, I'm thinking, thank God, coming off a bush of December. So last year, I just gave him a little money. I gave him a little tip out of my pocket, and I said, I know I've tracked him down and found out where he lived. And I've been thinking, up to yesterday, what could I do for this gentleman? Of course, again, as you said, there are unsung heroes who don't ask for anything, who don't want the accolade, who don't want that recognition, but they just do stuff for their community. But this man has done such good. When I said the place clean, and he goes out there with his weed whacker and bush the place, buy his own gas and everything. And I'm thinking, what could I do? And so, Fiona, I think this is something that I could possibly do, so possibly honor him by asking him first, of course, to give him a trophy just to honor him, to say thank you. And that is a person doing something for his country and not necessarily asking back for anything. And that is what all of you, I'm sure, represent this evening. And we should give all of you a round of applause. And so for me, I must say congratulations to Fiona. Fiona, you've been doing this for a long time. I remember a long time ago, you asked me to come and speak to some of your young girls. And it was really an absolute pleasure for me to do this. And for you to step up and to do this, to recognize persons in the community, we say kudos to you. And so it's really a pleasure for me to be here this afternoon and commend you, Miss Fiona Burke, and the Flourish Mentorship for this wonderful initiative that celebrates the unsung heroes among us. Individuals whose selfless service, their compassion, and dedication have made a lasting difference in the lives of others. We heard somebody said 40-something years, and so a lasting impression indeed. To all the awardees this evening, thank you for your commitment to building a stronger, a kinder, which we don't have a lot of that anymore in Jamaica, a kinder Jamaica, and a more united Red Hills community. Your example this evening reminds us that true heroes are not only those who make the headlines, but they are those who are quietly uplifting others every single day. So I say to all of you this afternoon, congratulations. And you heard Miss Burke put out the fielder that if you know of persons who are doing good in the community quietly, to make sure you pass that on to her. There's so many unsung heroes in the Red Hills community and across Jamaica. And so I want to say congratulations for seeing them and appreciating them and giving them these awards this afternoon. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
Thank you. And I forgot to mention that she was very instrumental. That is before she went into politics. When she was the marketing manager for Western Sports, she was very instrumental in securing that multi-million-dollar Puma deal for Usain Bolt. Yes, clap her. And you know, she attended the University of Texas, correct? where she wins so much medals for them over there. They inducted her in the Hall of Fame. Okay. You know, she's really a champion, a woman of tremendous achievements. And I look to my right and I see another one. Keisha Hills. Clap. Keisha is a miracle worker, you know. We agree philosophically, but we don't agree politically. So we're in the church. So when I look, I want to sing a gospel song. Showers of bliss. Joe. There is power, wonder working power. All right, so now we're going to go into the first set of awards. The issuing of the awards. In this batch, we have Paulette Cunningham, which will be represented by her son, Mark. Keisha Hills. And Hewley Miss Mantock. Okay. Clap them. Mr. Engineer.
Paulette Cunningham. Paulette Cunningham has been living in Keisha Hills. Paulette Cunningham was born and raised in Paulette Cunningham has been living in Padmore since she was a teenager. She is an educator. And a past sponsor of the Padmore Youth Club. She has been married for over 40 years and is mother to an adult son and daughter and is the proud grandmother of 2 granddaughters. Her compassion for her students and staff is unwavering and is the force that motivates her. She loves to motivate and inspire young people. Paulette, who describes herself as a spiritual person, is a light that leads others towards the bright, successful future God ordained for them. She is a true Red Hill star, and today we honor her for her life of service to education and her continued commitment to investing in the well-being of those around her.
This award is going to be received by her son, Mark, on her behalf.
Keisha Hale, who was born and raised in Kirkland Heights, has been living in Red Hills for 49 years. She went to Red Hills All-Age School, now Red Hills Primary, and then to Meadowbrook High. She went on to earn a Bachelor's of Science in Psychology and Political Science from the University of the West Indies, and also holds a Master of Arts in Teaching from the Michael University College. She returned to Red Hills Primary to teach temporarily for 4 months. Those 4 months turned into 10 years. Miss Hay then moved on to Padmore Primary School as the principal. She has remained in this position for the last 15 years and is known for her stellar contribution in turning the school around, where it is said that she single-handedly rescued Padmore from closing. Starting at 38 students, she was able to increase the school's headcount to over 250. One of the sacrifices she made as principal was when she bought a bus out of her pocket in order to be able to transport students outside of the community, before the school eventually won a replacement bus in the Toyota Jamaica school bus competition. Miss Hale has worked very hard with her students, preparing for the GSAT and NOWPEP examinations. She would take the children to her home where they would have exam preparation marathons. She undertook the responsibility to feed and care for these students, some on a full-time basis. The fruits of her labor have been seen, with students being awarded places at top high schools in Kingston and St. Andrew on numerous occasions. Through the Keisha Hale and Friends Foundation, she raises funds and awards successful students with scholarships to ease some of the burden of the transition of parents. Keisha is known for taking children into her home when they face serious challenges in theirs. She takes on parental responsibilities until they are mentally prepared to return home. She has fostered well over 20 children while raising her 3 biological ones. Over the years, Miss Hale has earned several educational accolades, including the Gleaner Educator of the Year Award, the UTech Ubuntu Award, and the Jet UK Award for Education for the Caribbean. One year, she was also runner-up for the Alaska Principal of the Year Award. She has also led workshops with principals of small schools that are performing below average and believes wholeheartedly that helping other schools will help to create better communities. In addition to her above and beyond service as an educator, Keisha also serves the community directly and wholeheartedly. She has been the PNP Counselor Caretaker for the Red Hills Division for the last 3 years. Independently, she hosts back to school and Christmas treats for the children from year to year, operates a monthly Feed the Needy program, and manages the East Kirkland Heights and Padmore football teams. She also actively serves, who was born and raised in Kirkland Heights, has been living in Red Hills for 49 years. Within the community she went over the years. Keisha can also sometimes be seen in the middle of the road with material attempting to rectify the prevailing problem of unsightly potholes on the Red Hills roads. She's often referred to as Superwoman. Today, we not only endorse this very fitting moniker, but we take it a step further and declare her a Red Hills star, as Keisha Hale truly represents what it means to shine your light and to make it to shine very brightly.
I'm not your superwoman. Whoa. Superwoman.
Yuli Mantok Though Yuli Mantok was born in Lampard District, Frankfield, PO, Clarendon, she has been living in Stirling Castle, Red Hills for 31 years. She is an active member of the Red Hills Methodist Church and has been the president of the Vantage View Citizens Association in Stirling Castle since 2022. As a newly trained teacher at the time, she started her illustrious teaching career in 1979 at Red Hills All-Age School, now Red Hills Primary, before moving on to St. Richard's Primary in 1990, where she served up until 2015. She is now the Principal Director and Chief Educator of Mantok's Guide, an online learning platform for grades 4 to 6 students preparing for national exit exams. While at St. Richard's, Mrs. Mantok wore several hats, including senior teacher, grade 6 coordinator, school-based assessor, and sports coordinator. She was also coach of the mathematics and junior school challenge quiz teams. She currently coaches the St. Richard's quiz team, the champion team for 2025. As an educator, over the years, Mrs. Mantok has aided countless students both within and outside of the Red Hills community excel in maths and in their common entrance, GSAT, and NOPEP examinations, resulting in many receiving scholarships and awards for their outstanding performances, including the Marcus Garvey Scholarship, Scotiabank Foundation All-Ireland Top Boy Scholarship, and Guardian Life, Sagicor, and LOSCO scholarships. The extent of her contribution to education far surpasses her home community and the schools she was employed to. Mrs. Mantok has edited and written numerous textbooks used by students across the island in preparation for their primary exit exams, including Macmillan Primary Atlas and the Communication Tasks textbook. The 3 books she has co-authored in the Macmillan Jamaica Primary Social Studies Student Series have all made the list of the Ministry of Education recommended textbooks. Yuli Mantok has also been the Butterkist All-Ireland Mathematics Competition champion coach, not once or twice, but a total of 10 times. The competition is in its 20th year, and she has coached the winning team 11 times and the individual champion 9 times. Yuli Mantok is truly a shining star in the field of education. As part of her legacy, the Yuli Mantok Award was established in 2015 by the St. Richard's Primary for grade 6 students who achieved the highest mathematics score in their national exit exams. As the community she has called home for the last 3 decades, we come together today to recognize a woman who, as an educator, has touched so many lives along their path to success and who continues to make an indelible mark and to shine her light brightly. Yuli Mantok, you are a Red Hill star, and today we truly honor you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Mantok. Yeah, these teachers are trailblazers. Clap them. Madam MP, as the Minister of State and the Minister of National Security, I know this one don't come under your portfolio, but I'm going to please to ask Bro God to raise the teacher them pay. Clap! I am delighted to see some persons who I attended school with 48 years ago. People like Ruan Satchel. Stand up, man. You know, Why I'm so delighted? Because so many of our cohorts have lost their way along the way. Some are in penitentiaries, some are in cemeteries. You know? So when I see people like Rowan Satchel, and there is Lizette Miller. Where is Lizette? Lizette? Oh, she just stepped out. Yes. Yes. I also want to make mention of my dear friend, Chinloy Allen. Stand up. Chinloy Allen. Listen, this young lady, she hails from Burnside Hill, and she always contributing. When we were doing Miss Radials, every year for 3 years, she's contributing $15,000, $20,000 towards the prizes. And now I'm surprised to see that she's also a sponsor here too. Put your hands together for Chinloy Allen. And she sit down beside the Olympian. But you know, she used to run too, you know. She was champion girl at early school. But I don't know what happened when she got off of the hill. I don't know. All right, so we're going to have a medley of songs by the Radical Anointed Disciples, R.A.D. R.A.D., are you ready? Are you?
Oui.
Okay. All right. Clap them.
Check. Good evening. Hallelujah. Good evening. All right.
Good evening, everyone.
I would like to thank the awardees for making their contribution, and I just want to say thank you, Mrs. Mantok. You may not remember this face here at all, but I went to Dunrobin Primary School, but I went to her math class or evening class, and trust me, that helped me, right, to go to one of the greatest schools in Jamaica, Calabar High School, right? Yep. All right. Yes, sir. All right.
We will glorify the King of Kings. We will glorify the Lamb. We will glorify the Lord of Lords, who is the great I am. Lord, Lord Jehovah reigns in majesty. We will bow before his throne. We will worship him in righteousness. We will worship him alone. He is Lord of heaven, Lord of earth. He is Lord of all who lives. He is Lord of all the universe. All praise to him we give. Hallelujah to the King of Kings. Hallelujah to the Lamb. Hallelujah to the Lord of Lords, who is the great I am. We will glorify the King of Kings. We will glorify the Lamb. We will glorify the Lord of Lords, Who is the great I am? Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his powers that is at work within us. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his powers that is at work within us. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his powers that
Say
is
the
at
name
work
Napoleon
within
Campbell, and
us.
people may ask,
To him
who
be
that?
glory in the church and in Christ Jesus, throughout all generations.
Throughout
To
all
him be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus, throughout all generations. To him be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus, throughout all generations. To him be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine,
June Satchel
according
Logan,
to his
JP, is a
powers that is at work within us. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his powers that is at work within us. To him be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus, throughout all generations.
Throughout all generations.
In the church and in Christ Jesus, throughout all generations. To him be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus, throughout all generations. To him be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his powers that is at work within us. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his powers that is at work within us. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his powers that is at work within us.
Yeah, man. I might have to go sign them. Carry them on tour. I would retire rich. So we're gonna move into the next set of awardees. Joan? Okay, all right. Mr. Engineer, over to you, sir.
Say the name Napoleon Campbell, and people may ask, who that? But say the name Napoleon Campbell, and people may ask, who that? But say the name Tino or mention Vasson's funeral services, and you're more likely to get an enthusiastic and favorable response. Napoleon, who the community knows as Tino, has been a resident of Red Hills for almost 20 years, with ties specifically in Burnside Hill for 12 of those years, though his roots are in Mandeville. He is not a past student of Calabar or Meadowbrook or any other Red Hills affiliated town school, but is a proud Homewood Technical High School alum. In 2019, Mr. Campbell formed Vashon's Funeral Services Limited. In 2019, he helped many families within the community lay their loved ones to rest with dignity and style. He has been giving back to Red Hills in various other forms for almost a decade, which has increased significantly since the COVID-19 pandemic. The long list of things he has done for the community includes making donations to the Red Hills Primary School for its student academic and personal development, as well as gifting Rock Hall Infant School with a well-needed water tank. Mr. Campbell's philanthropy has also been extended to the Red Hills Police Station and the churches within Red Hills. The Flourish Group has also benefited from his generosity and commitment to the well-being of the community. Excellent funeral services and the giving of care packages or cash is now synonymous with the name Tino, as numerous individuals in Red Hills and its environs have experienced his professionalism or have been recipients of his generosity. Helping Hands of Red Hills and the Red Hills United Football Club are among the community groups he has also supported. This Red Hills star has truly been a shining light in the community that has adopted him as a son. Today, we honor a man who is not only a business powerhouse and a giver, but an inspiration. His business success and philanthropy serve as an example that profitability and purpose can operate beautifully hand in hand.
June Satchel Logan. June Satchel Logan, JP, is originally from East Kirkland Heights. She attended Camperdown High School before migrating to Canada. She returned to Jamaica in August 2004 and is currently residing in Cooper's Hill with her family. She is a dynamic individual with a rich background in community engagement and leadership. Her dedication to her community is evident through her various roles and responsibilities. She serves as Vice Chair on the Board of Directors for the Padmore Primary School, demonstrating her commitment to education and youth development. She also currently serves as the liaison for the Friends of the Hills 5-year PEP Scholarship Program, where she ensures payments are made in a timely manner to PEP awardees on their high school journey. June is an active member of the St. Andrew Justices of the Peace Association and plays a critical role in public relations and communications for the Puppy Appeal Committee. She is also involved in the Archery Association of Jamaica, showcasing her diverse interests and contributions to sports. Beyond her professional affiliations, June is deeply rooted in her faith and is an active member of the Red Hills Methodist Church, where she serves as a congregational steward. Her passion for community service, particularly in supporting farmers with sales and delivering feed, is evident in her tireless efforts to uplift and empower those around her. Mrs. Satchel Logan spends most of her time giving back to the community. She can always be seen running errands using her own vehicle, assisting a student with lunch money, or here and there, or taking meals for the elderly. She often uses her connections to seek financial support for those in need, providing whatever necessities she can for them. June is also in the habit of staying back to clean up after everyone has left an event and taking someone home before making her way to Coopersville. That is June's nature. As a justice of the peace, she brings a wealth of experience, integrity, and dedication to her community. Her compelling presence and heartfelt commitment to making a difference resonates with her community, inspiring positive change and action. This is what makes her a true Red Hill star. June is a woman who keeps shining her light for all to see. And today, we give her the recognition we believe she deserves.
Ralston Hugh Johnson, JP. Ralston Hugh Johnson, JP, attended Marvelly Mountain Basic School and Red Hills All-Age School, now primary. From there, he was awarded a scholarship to Calabar. After high school, he pursued further studies at the College of Arts, Science and Technology, now UTech, the Royal Institute of Public Administration, RIPA, in the UK, and the Tax Policy Academy in China. He worked with Tax Administration Jamaica, THA, for a total of 51 years, starting out in the filing room as a clerk and working in various departments, eventually becoming Senior Assistant Commissioner. In that role, one of his main responsibilities was to organize and chair hearings to settle disputes between the revenue departments and disgruntled taxpayers. He also gave lectures regularly on topics like tax laws, compliance, and report writing to revenue agents and tax officers all across the island. Ralston was appointed as a Justice of the Peace. Ralston Hugh Johnson, JP, attended Marvelly Mountain Basic School and Red Hills All-Age School, now primary. From there, he was awarded a scholarship to Calabar, president of the Sterling Glades Citizens Association for more than 14 consecutive years, and also serves as president of the Red Hills Primary School Past Student Association for over 6 Ralston Hugh Johnson, JP, attended Marvelly Mountain Basic School and Red Hills All-Age School, now primary. From there, he was awarded a scholarship to Calabar. After high school, he pursued further studies at the College of Arts, Science and Technology, now UTech, the Royal Institute of Public Administration, RIPA, in the UK, and the Tax Policy Academy in China. He worked with Tax Administration Jamaica, THA, for a total of 51 years, starting out in the filing room as a clerk and working in various departments, eventually becoming Senior Assistant Commissioner. In that role, one of his main responsibilities was to organize and chair hearings to settle disputes between the revenue departments and disgruntled taxpayers. He also gave lectures regularly on topics like tax laws, compliance, and report writing to revenue agents and tax Almost everybody in the community calls him Uncle Herbie. Some people may think Herbie is a nickname and would be surprised to learn that his full name is Herbie Lemon.
Ralston. He's a Calabar man, right? Calabar man. Ralston. He's a tax man. We don't like that part there. Stress way out. We want to acknowledge the presence of Reverend Patrick Barrett. Stand up, sir, please. Stand up. Stand up. Mr. Barrett, stand up, Mr. Barrett. Stand. Is that a green jacket you're wearing, Mr. Barrett? You know that Mr. Barrett wasted 5 years at Kingston College. Mr. Barrett is one of the little Kingston College dynasty from Burnside Hill. 3 brothers, Howard Barrett, Patrick Barrett, and David Barrett. All 3 of them went to KC. And now his son went to KC. And then Pastor Brown up there have 3 that went to KC too. Neil, Corey, and Chad. I was the Calabar man up there standing in the midst. Now we're going to have a dance, Shine Your Light, by Abigail Peter and Kenzie Burke. Put your hands together for them, please. Mr. Music Man.
When someone's burden feels too much to bear, offer a hand, show them someone cares. A gentle word, a smile that's true. The love you give comes back to you. Every small gesture, every kind embrace brings warmth and hope to every place. Shine your light, let it glow. Reach out your heart, let love flow. Lift a friend, heal a soul. Together we make the broken whole. Step by step, let kindness lead. Plant the seeds of hope with every deed. Every act of love, no matter how small, can change the world, it can touch us all. Every voice rising, every hand held high. We'll lift each other, reach the sky. Shine your light, let it glow. Reach out your heart, reach out
Feel like me there the Pegasus. I mean, it's not often we get this kind of quality entertainment in our community. Usually the Bugu Yaga. Clap them again. Fiona, next year you have to charge your community. You can't get people like them free quality entertainment. Yeah. If I have 5,000 for coming. Big up my friend Felicia, aka Rankin. Don't ask me why she named Rankin. Our secret. All right, now we're going to highlight some more of our sponsors. Mr. Engineer, are we
2026
in sync?
sponsors are
APT Services Limited,
A. Williams Party Rentals,
CB Cabling and Technologies Limited,
Chinoya's Hands of Therapy,
City Dental and Implant Center,
Compass Haulage, Contra Traders Limited, Cynthia's Gift Shop,
Gorgeous Flowers,
Great River E-Commerce,
HRHD Development Limited,
Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, Member of Parliament West Rural St. Andrew,
LGOC Wholesale and Retail,
Live Sound Production Limited,
Market Fresh Produce Limited,
Massey Gas Products,
Red Hills Baptist Church,
Red Hills Hardware,
Smart Spending Wholesale,
The Builder Limited,
True Output Printers,
Valerie's Grocery,
Wayne's World Jamaica,
Wingtac Grocery,
YP Seaton and Associates,
as well as a host of individual donors within the community, Jamaica, and the diaspora. We thank you.
And remember to, contribute to the Flourish movement. You can do so by leaving your cash outside there in the pan. And if you don't have no cash pan you don't have no excuse. We have the Widow Bank app, no? Zelle, Cash App, online transfer. See that? So when you take out on the phone and take the picture. Take a picture so that tomorrow we'll say, ching, 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 ching. Everybody take out the phone, come take the picture. Scotiabank and NCB. All right? And also, we encourage you to follow Flourish on social media, Instagram, TikTok, so you can track the activities that we're engaged in. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of Nurse Miller. Nurse? Stand up, nurse. People like Nurse Miller is the epitome of humanitarianism. When I was a child, I remember her taking in a young lady named Pat, living in her house for free for years. You know? I don't know what the circumstances were, but they were not family. And then later on, there was Carolyn Crooks and Omar Crooks living with them for 10, 20 years for free. You know, these things don't happen no more. Everybody just look out for themselves. I was talking to Thomas. Hey, Thomas there. Oh, one day policeman. Okay. You know, Thomas was telling me a very touching story. You know, back in the days, you old folks, where the old folks in there? I don't see much. Oh, yeah, the man, the women, them never used to work much. Because women were not yet as empowered to be sitting in the House of Parliament or being a member of the cabinet. So the only cabinet women used to go in at the cabinet of the yard. So they would wait for the husband to come home with a little salary. As a result, they had to subject themselves to a lot of infidelity. Yeah. So man live with his wife, yes, sir. And he get one ex-girl pregnant over there, sir. And he get his cousin pregnant. And he get all our sister pregnant. And you have to stay because the woman was not yet empowered. But thanks to education, thanks to the educators among us, women don't have to take that anymore. So, Thomas was telling me, say, when that misfortune took place where his father got a child up a Walker's Hill, and his mother come with the money, the father give the mother the money, she said, You make sure you send someone go to Walker's Hill, you know. You can't, someone go Walker's Hill and him say, yeah. But she know a lie, I tell. So what she do? She wrap up her money and give her little son and say, go for the baby mother up at Walker's Hill. With them people that them dead out. Nurse, we salute you. You are a true humanitarian. Clap her again. And you know when we were doing the Miss Red Hills, we never have nowhere to keep our meetings. And nurse give me a living room. Every Tuesday even we in there. And we get a little refreshment. And nurse, in the meeting too, she said, guys, I don't think you should do it. As a matter of fact, and before you know it, nurse was a full member of the committee for 3 consecutive years. People like those don't make nothing bother them. They live for people. Because the Bible says, in as much as you have done it, you have done it. But more people, too much people are Christians and they are not Christ-like. They are just Christian. They don't want to do what Jesus would do. Anyway, I am not the guest speaker, so we shall move on. I hear that, amen. So now we are going to the next set of awards. What is, yes? Mr. Engineer.
Almost everybody in the community calls him Uncle Herbie. Some people may think Herbie is a nickname and would be surprised to learn that his full name is Herbie Lemon. If you're over a certain age, you will most likely remember the fair and the dance he and Mr. Raymond would put on every year in the middle of Red Hill Square and the annual back to school and Christmas treats Uncle Herbie would host for children down at the little school, the name commonly used in reference to the Red Hills Basic School grounds. These annual events were a big thing in the community in the 80s and 90s. People of all ages would come from every nook and cranny within Red Hills to support Uncle Herbie's events, which were always filled with fun and excitement. These events come to life into the community and fuel the community spirit. Everybody looked forward to them from year to year. When asked what motivated him to put on the treats he hosted for children for so many years, Uncle Herbie simply said that seeing the children happy gave him joy. He was so committed to giving them a fun and enjoyable experience that he and some of the men from the community used iron and other random raw materials, including a part from an old VW van to create a merry-go-round that they would push manually to the delight of the children. His desire was to give the community children their own amusement. Crab pots are staples out in the square. He has also cooked at countless nights, setups, after funeral gatherings, as well as family reunions, birthday parties, and other celebrations all over the community for years. Uncle Herbie is deeply embedded into the day-to-day culture of Red Hills. He is well respected and well loved and is like a godfather within the community. He says one of the things that gives him deep satisfaction, in addition to caring for his beloved animals as a farmer, is helping those in need, especially the blind. Charlie Clark, whose sight has deteriorated significantly, can call on Uncle Herbie for assistance with any little thing. It was the same for Joshua Seaborn, who lived close to the post office when he was alive and had lost his sight. This beloved Red Hills star is the main character in an old Red Hills legend. The story is told that one fateful day, Uncle Herbie found a briefcase filled with money, which he handed over to the Red Hills police. There are many people who berated him and said he should have kept it, and there are those who lauded him for turning it in. Even to this day, people still ask him why didn't he keep the money for himself, because it is often recounted that when the owner recovered the briefcase, all Uncle Herbie got in return was thanks. Would you believe it if you were told there wasn't a single dollar in the briefcase? If you don't believe, you can ask the man himself. Most people chose to run with what they heard and even created their own version of what happened. This story, though, speaks to his character. He says if the same thing were to happen again, he would do exactly what he did that day. Uncle Herbie deserves to be honored for his integrity and humility, his significant impact on the community, and for all the sacrifices he has made over the years and still continues to make for the benefits of others.
I just wanted to say something real quick. So what happened is that we had asked our awardees to submit photos, lovely headshots. So there were about 3 of them that the photographer we have here, big up yourself, Photo Wayne, he had to take for us. So when I was having a conversation with Uncle Herbie, it was such a beautiful sit down with him. He said, when I see the picture, may I look on the picture, may I say, I mean that. So, thank you so much for the idea. Joan said, why not give him a copy of the picture? So, you can put this up in your house, and no says you.
Big up yourself, Uncle Herbie.
Fern Williams. The vibrant communities of Mosquito Valley, Walker's Hill, and Rock Hall were where Fern Williams grew up. As the eldest of 5 children, she discovered her true calling early in life. Fern developed a deep love for ministry work from a young age. It was here, in the heart of her childhood communities, Fern that the Williams of outreach, the vibrant communities of Mosquito Valley, Walker's Hill, and Rock Hall were where Fern Williams grew up. As the eldest of 5 children, she discovered her true calling early in life. Fern developed a deep. After leaving Rock Hall All-Age School, she went to Walgrove College. At the age of 17, Fern migrated to the United States. Bringing with her the rich values of community and compassion she cultivated in Jamaica, she began carving out her path. She then founded her own personal care organization, Blessed to the Max Incorporated. What began as a young girl's innate desire to help the elderly blossomed into a professional sanctuary. Once she had firmly established her career and secured her foundation in the United States, Fern's heart immediately turned back to the place where her journey began. She poured her resources and expertise back into Red Hills and Rock Hall communities. She pioneered impactful walkathons, and through these initiatives, she delivered crucial medical equipment, including wheelchairs, walkers, diapers, and hygiene supplies, directly to those who needed it the most. But she didn't stop at physical care. Recognizing a profound need, she brought families together to educate the community on mental health, dementia, and Alzheimer's, breaking stigmas and providing vital knowledge. This wasn't just community service, it was ultimate expression of her faith. 4 years ago, Fern made the decision to move back home to Jamaica. While others might have chosen a quiet, restful retirement, she immediately looked around her community and asked, what needs to be done? She spearheaded the renovation of the Red Hills Post Office. She arranged for overhanging trees and bush to be cut back in Picayune Valley so that the roads are wider and safer for families and passing emergency vehicles. She also organized a new committee to ensure proper trash collection so her beloved community remains clean and beautiful. Fern lives and breathes community outreach and ministry at 110%. Not because she has to, and not for the applause, but because it is simply who she is. It flows from her effortlessly. To look back at her 30-year legacy, from the young girl braiding the hair of elders in Rock Hall, to the trailblazing executive running Blessed to the Max Incorporated, and to her impactful walkathons, to her published literature educating others on mental health, to her fierce devotion to the 3 children who call her mom. And finally, back to the visionary restoring her homeland is to witness a life of pure devotion. Today, as we present Fern Williams with this well-deserved honor, we are not just recognizing her past achievements, we are celebrating a living legacy, an unstoppable force of love, and a woman who continues to change the world one community at a time, and who shines her light brightly. Fern is truly a Red Hills star.
Reginald Mowat.
Mr. Engineer. Okay, she's beautiful.
Reginald Mowat, JP. A retired police sergeant, Reginald Mowat, JP, has not only served our community, but has served our beloved country with integrity, professionalism, and distinction for many years. His passion for service is also evident in his role as a Justice of the Peace, where he faithfully serves the people of Red Hills and has contributed to the well-being of the community in countless ways. He is also a certified minister of religion for over 55 years. He has been a faithful and committed member of the Sterling Castle New Testament Church of God. Throughout the years, He has served diligently in numerous areas of ministry and leadership, making significant contributions to the life and growth of the church, its members, and the wider community, using his gifts and calling to minister to others and advance the work of God's kingdom. His service to Stirling Castle Church has included membership on the Church and Pastors Council Board, the Sunday School Department, Family Life Ministry, Men's Department, and the Evangelism Team, among many other areas of church life. Through these roles, he has consistently demonstrated a servant's heart, strong leadership, and an unwavering commitment to the work of the Lord. Mr. Mowat is well known and is highly respected, particularly by the people in Stirling Castle where he lives, for his humility, respectfulness, wisdom, and willingness to assist others wherever the need arises. He has been happily married to his beautiful wife Patricia for over 40 years. Together, they have built a strong and loving family and are the proud parents of 3 children, Patrice, Renice, and Renardo. Reginald is a devoted husband and an exemplary father and grandfather. 1 Corinthians 4 verse 2 says, "Moreover, it is required in stewards that a man be found faithful." Today, we proudly honor and celebrate Mr. Reginald Mowat for his exceptional service, faithful leadership, and enduring dedication to God, family, church, and community. His life stands as a testament to the values of faithfulness, service, humility, and love. He is a man who is undoubtedly shining his light brightly and is an inspiration to others.
Reggie Popular. Can no say Reggie never end up on no family court. He was a good dad.
Rajay Richard Stewart, who is from East Kirkland Heights, is a dedicated sports administrator. Rajay Richard Stewart, who is from East Kirkland Heights, is a dedicated sports administrator, community leader, and youth advocate. He currently serves as Vice President of Red Hills United Football Club and was recently appointed Tournament Coordinator for the Jamaica Futsal and Scrimmage Association, where he plays a key role in the development and organization of futsal competitions across the island. As an integral part of the Red Hills United Football Club, he works closely with the team, spending long hours in practice and ensuring the members all get home safely. Oftentimes, Rajay would use personal funds to assist with some of the expenses incurred by the club. He would also seek well-needed sponsorship to cover some of their operational costs. His dedication to the club helped move them to both the semi-finals and the finals in the CASAFA Championships. A lifelong supporter of grassroots football, Stewart previously served as acting general secretary of the Kingston and St. Andrew Football Association, where he contributed to strengthening football clubs and promoting the sport as a vehicle for youth development and social change. Through mentorship and community outreach, he continues to provide educational support, employment opportunities, and essential resources to young people, especially young men, striving for success. Stewart is also an active member of the Red Hills Community Development Committee, CDC, and has consistently used sports as a platform to empower and uplift young people within his community. In addition to his sporting contributions, Stewart is actively assisting Padmore Primary School with critical electrical infrastructural improvements, using both his professional expertise and personal resources to enhance the learning environment for students and staff. Guided by a strong commitment to service, leadership, and community development, Rajay Richard Stewart continues to make a meaningful impact through football, education, mentorship, and a grassroots initiative aimed at inspiring positive change throughout Jamaica. He is truly a Red Hill star and an outstanding example of what it really means to shine. Today, we applaud him for the lives he has touched and the impact he continues to make in and outside of the community.
Woo! So, no sister, I know every man worthless. Good Monday. Because me say when Reggie go up a while ago, brother. You sure you're not my father? Come. Put your hands together for these people. Earlier on, I was having a conversation with Mrs. Manta. We were just reminiscing about an event that took place in 1990, where she was honored for 10 years service at the Reddy's All-Age School. And she reminded me that in that ceremony, somebody else was honored, but she was honored for 25 years service in 1990. Her name is Luna Matthews. She also informed me that Mrs. Matthews is still alive and is 102 years old. No, for we now go see them the number there. If you want to see those numbers, you have to adopt a lifestyle like Juliet. Fitness. Eat clean. You see them with Burger King and them KFC. It's the death of you. Big up Miss Cynthia Phillips. Yeah, man, you can't stay, Miss Cynthia, yeah, man. But you know, your sons and I were friends, Gassan and Gary. And you look a pretty daughter named Simone. She never want me. She never want no good man, but very successful mother. Simone went to Andrews, Gary went to Camperdown. Yeah, good school. Then time there, when you go to the school, they're your boss. Yeah, man, when coming in chances all come out and your name come out in a newspaper. As boys, when the results come out, the first place we look for we name under Calabar and case. Somebody tell we up a Norman Manley. Lizette Miller. She gone. Auntie Pat. Patricia Taylor. Hello. Stand up. She's an educator too. She used to taught for many, many years. But you know what I admire? Those two ladies that used to sit down there, so Auntie Pat and Nurse Miller. Like, they're my friend for what? 50 years? Nowadays, they're a young girl and a friendship in the last 5 years. Yeah, Auntie Pat, your nurse have got to teach these young people how to maintain and foster friendship for 5 decades. You understand? Thank you, Auntie Pat. Anola Barnes will sing for you. Carry your candle. Anola Barnes. I'm not sure I know Curvy Diva she name.
Don't laugh. Good afternoon. All right, so I must say this is a terrible moment for me. And my few words to the awardees: continue to do good. Your hard work and dedication giving back to your community has truly paid off. There is a candle in every soul, some brightly burning, some dark and cold. There is a spirit who brings a fire, ignite a candle, and make his own. Carry your candle, run through the darkness, seek out the hopeless, confused and torn. Hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle, go light your world. Take your candle, go light your world. Frustrated brothers, see how he's tried to light his own candle some other way. See now your sister, she's been robbed and lied to, still holds her candle without a flame. Carry your candle, run through the darkness, seek out the lonely, the tired and worn. Hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle and go light your world. Take your candle and go light your world. 'Cause we are a family whose hearts are blazing. So let's raise our candle and light up the sky. Pray to our Father in the name of Jesus. Make us a beacon in darkest time. So carry your candle, run through the darkness, seek out the hopeless, confused and torn. Hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle and go light your world. Take your candle and go light your world. I just want to say thank you for accommodating me. I am not 100%, but I couldn't miss this opportunity, and I couldn't fail to come here and do as I was asked to do. Thank you.
Well, Miss Barnes, I'm very happy you were able to come, because you see them boy that we sing a while ago? Me not about to sign them. I sign you. Clapper. We extend condolences to the family of Enid Watt. Ellen Watt. Ellen Watt, who recently passed. She was 108 years old. Clap. That's Roger's grandmother. Roger, the school years ago. Stats.
Brother went to Calabar.
Your brother went to Calabar. I hear me I said to you now. Your grandmother lived for 108. You want to live for 108? You're watching your weight?
Yes, I get it down.
Consult with
No,
Gillette.
we talk every morning.
All right. Mrs. Tanya Case, I know you're from you was a little girl, you know. Your brother Mark Spence was my best friend. But them time they didn't name Tanya Campbell. And then you went abroad and lived there for many years. And then you came back home to serve your country. But by coming home, you catch a case. I know you're Mrs. Case, not Campbell. We're now going to invite Fern Williams to give the response on behalf of the female awardees. Fern Williams. Put your hands together.
Pleasant good evening, one and all. It is an absolute pleasure to come and do this for this queen. I humbly bow today to say you are dynamic in your own right. Heights by great men reaching kept was not obtained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, was toiling upward through the night. That was taught to me by Miss Bethune when I was in the 5th grade. I watch you toil so much to do things like this for the community, and I say thank you. Among the women of this community, we are grateful for what you have done and what you will continue to do. I hope your legacy lives on beyond many generations. Your committee, wow. These women they're fierce. They are sending those WhatsApp. They are doing just about everything to make this day happen. And some of you will never know what it takes to put an event like this together. So ladies, once again, when women do great things, I bow, okay? And I want you to know that I am not the woman I am because I am doing it by myself. I have one fierce woman, Miss Britton and Phillips, that has made me who I am. So to the committee who made this possible today, I want to say, Nanny might have did her thing back in the day, but y'all are definitely bad. So thank you all, ladies. Well done. Okay, y'all be blessed.
One moment. Smile again. Hey, I think them pretty easy. Smile at them, see. You know, I had what are your glasses? Mm-hmm. I had a brief exchange with one of the awardees just now, and it highlights in my mind why he got such a thunderous response when his name was called. Yeah, man. I forget again, man. Reggie. You know, Uncle Reggie said to me, in a typical unselfish way, this is his moment, but he said, Mr. MC, my wife is here, and she was a teacher for over 40 years. So. Patrice or what? Stand up. Stand up, darling. Stand up, Patricia, what? Mowat. Mowat. Patricia Mowat. Sorry. Listen. Listen. Pat, you have a very, very unselfish husband. And it explains why you are all together for so many, many decades. Because in his moment, he was willing to share it with you.
We're 92 years together. Soon gone. 92 years together.
92 years.
46 for me and 46 for her.
Sir, Reggie have lyrics. So you know the first day you meet her, when you just name her for years with lyrics. She couldn't say no. We're now going to invite this man. He was educated at 61 Red Hills Road, the most prestigious high school in the Caribbean. Mr. Ralston Johnson, an alumni of Calabar High School. Please come.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, and his mercies endure it forever. It has been a wonderful evening. I want to thank you all for coming, and I want to say that your presence here this evening is an indication that the Flourish Foundation has gotten it right again. I represent the male awardees, but I'd like to thank the female to agreeing to pair with us. Yes. So the Flourish Foundation has seen it fit to award us. So they have seen in us what some of us may not even have seen in ourselves. All we saw was just service to community. So we want to thank the Flourish Foundation most heartily. The Flourish Foundation, I find, were very meticulous in selecting the awardees, especially the men. What I find is that in Mr. Roger, we have a physical trainer. And then we have Mr. Lemon, the chef. So he would have been responsible for our nutrition. Yes. We have an accountant who would balance the books. We have a pastor who sees to our spiritual needs. And ladies and gentlemen, last but by no means least, we have Bashar. We have Bashar, the man who sees to our final needs. Yes, right. So there were, this thing was properly thought out. Right, Fiona? Yeah, man. So Again, I'd like to personally say many thanks to Fiona and Joan. They have literally held my hands throughout the process. Fiona will testify to you that at times, communicating with me, especially in the early days, was very testing. But believe me, ladies and gentlemen, she has passed the test. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Thank you, Mr. MC. Thank you, Minister. Thank you all. Thank you, my wife and family. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Yeah, man, clap. All right, Ralston, you speak so eloquently. Is it a testimony to the school you attended? Yes, sir. One C-bar upon the up. Uncle Herbie. I want to know if I true. From me, a little boy, me here say they find the briefcase. And me here say $2 million US tonight. Yeah. No, how much you did in there? How much was in there?
Nobody don't know. You don't know.
So you never open it? Uncle Herbie is a yamed. Now, we are going to highlight our sponsors again because the gratitude
2026
is
sponsors
endless.
are
APT Services Limited,
A. Williams Party Rentals,
CB Cabling and Technologies Limited,
Chinoya's Hands of Therapy,
City Dental and Implant Center,
Compass Haulage, Country Traders Limited, Cynthia's Gift Shop,
Gorgeous Flowers,
Great River E-Commerce,
HRHD Development Limited,
Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, Member of Parliament, West Rural St. Andrew,
LGOC Wholesale and Retail,
Live Sound Production Limited,
Market Fresh Produce Limited,
Massey Gas Products,
Red Hills Baptist Church,
Red Hills Hardware,
Smart Spending Wholesale,
The Builder Limited,
True Output Printers,
Valerie's Grocery,
Wayne's World Jamaica,
Wingtac Grocery,
YP Seaton and Associates,
as well as a host of individual donors within the community, Jamaica, and the diaspora. We thank you.
Okay, now we will remind you again about the donations. I noticed nobody moved toward the pan, but something tells me that you are waiting until you are leaving. Yes, so we will stay reassured in that. Again, there are the account numbers, NCB, Scotiabank, and remember to follow Flourish on Facebook and on Instagram and also on TikTok. TikTok? Oh, TikTok. Oh. I told me I have a list on. Joan? I meant to say Instagram, but I said TikTok. I mean, I list on.
All right, I'll be introducing our guest speaker for today. Pastor Dr. Tanya Case is a community girl. She was born and raised in Mosquito Valley, Red Hills, but migrated to the United States at the age of 11 or maybe 12. She attended Meadowbrook High School for only 6 months before she migrated. Red Hills and Jamaica have always been home, so she decided to come back and resettle in 1998. Her family ties with the community are very, very strong. She is related to the Moores, the Lemons, and most recently learned that she's also related to the Bethunes. Since coming back home, Tanya, who went to this very church, Red Hills Baptist, as a child, has been involved in the community for 7 years. She operated Mountain Movers Club then, which created a haven for the children of Mosquito Valley on Sunday afternoons. She has also been a part of Friends of the Hills, an overseas-based organization that gives back to schools within the community. Pastor Case is a wife, a mother, ordained pastor, mentor, journalist, and the author of a range of blogs, articles, children's books, and faith-based resources. Tanya has a passion for helping individuals from all walks of life's experiences through wholeness. She's deeply committed to guiding others in addressing past trauma and cultivating a healthy, faith-centered outlook in life through the power of God. As the founder and the wife of Material Mentorship Program, she's dedicated to empowering single, separated, and divorced women to walk in healing, purpose, and transformation. Alongside her husband, Pastor Dr. Arrington Case, who she shares a rich 21-year marriage with, she also offers couples counseling and leads Bible study initiatives. Professionally, Dr. Case spent over 16 years as a broadcast news journalist, a news reporter, television host, and media writer. But after 7 consecutive years in a vibrant yet demanding newsroom, she made an intentional decision to step away from her career to focus fully on raising her family, entrepreneurial pursuits, and ministry. This evening, we look forward to the inspiration and the insight Pastor Case will share with us. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you our speaker for this evening, Pastor Dr. Tanya Case, a daughter of our Red Hill soil and a woman who in so many ways is a shining light.
Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. I'd like to honor all of you. It's a pleasure to be with you. It's a pleasure to be in Red Hills Baptist Church. I want to honor the pastor here and also give honor to our MP who has taken the time to be here with us. We are grateful. I want to honor you, the Red Hills Community Awardees, firstly, for your stellar, hello, Jude, for your stellar and outstanding performance. For all of you who said, listen, community is important, I have to be here. I want to tip my hat to you because it matters. What I heard as I listened to the different persons speak is that there's a generation here that's not just this generation who have done a lot. I hear that your children are here and other persons who are way younger than you no feel no way. But the reason I'm happy that there's a younger generation here is because today I want to talk to you about community cohesiveness and continuity. Okay? So when I talk to you, I like for you to talk back to me. I would like to engage us in, firstly, a quote that was made by Mark Twain. And it is very, very American, very Georgian sounding. If you know the Southern American drawl, you know how they talk. So they say, he said, there's gold in them, their heels. Can you say that? No, I don't like your American accent. It's not working out. There's gold in them, their heels. And I'm here today to say that there's gold in this here hill. Right? There's gold in this here Red Hills. There is something significant. No bias, mind you. But there is something significant about the Red Hills community that causes people to leave but come back. And even when they have left Red Hills, they go all the way through the hustle and the bustle of a place like New York and reform a Red Hills community. Not true? Y'all act like you know. Right. So I think when you want to duplicate something, it's because it's done well. I love marriage, and so I want everybody to be married. I do. Correction, I've been married for 26 years to a wonderful, my best friend, my bestie, my boyfriend, Mr. Arrington George Casey, somewhere around here, paroling. But yeah, when you have done something well, is that Auntie Pam? Oh my great God. Look, listen, as I was watching Fiona, and oh my gosh, hold it together. As I was watching Fiona, I saw legacy. I saw the Millers, and I said, look at generational continuity. I thought of her great-grandmother, her grandmother, how she would alight from the rock hall, and she would walk stealthily down the hill, and she would command respect without saying a word. If you know who I'm talking about, I thank you for the nods, right? You understand that there was something that was deposited in them, their heels, that is not to be forgotten. So we're talking today about what? Community cohesiveness and continuity. All right. So I say to us that there is gold, and the gold within Red Hills is not something that you can mine with the heaviest of equipment. It is delicately mined through the hearts of the people of Red Hills. Now, because I grew up here, I carry Red Hills in my heart. I carry Red Hills in my heart because there was such care that went in. No, we didn't have it all together as a community. But what we have done well was to foster a kind of relationship that there were none who you could say, we are so upper class that we need no one in this community. It was not done here. We're so low that we don't know. There is a mingling of the community. And I am here today to say thank you. And as I touch the Millers, can we just say, bless God for them? I'm just going to take an opportunity. There's a saying that says, what you honor, you attract. So let's stand up on our feet. I want us to honor the Millers of this here Red Hills. They have been a strong blessing. Listen, thank you, God, for the Millers in various arrays. Thank you. You may be seated. This church has known the Millers, and they have impacted my life and countless of us through their various. So what you see Fiona now doing is what they have fostered, and we are very pleased. Amen. All right. So I want to talk to us as we think about why we're having a service to honor these awardees. They have done things that we want to see continue. And it's not going to automatically happen. It's not going to just happen. When I was growing up in the community, one of the things that I recall, one of the things that stood out was Christmas time in Red Hills. Now, many of you would not remember these days, or else you are kind of getting up there in age. But Christmas was announced to us by the singing, firstly, of Red Hills Baptist Choir people. They were singing, and it ushered such a hush over the community that made us know that this day was holy. And you know what? We acted as though we knew that this day was holy. And we would all, I mean, I remember just putting on my little sweater and making it up the hill to come to service in the morning as we started our Christmas celebration. And then I recall going home and doing whatever else, but this was a highlight. Now, speaking of Christmas, I recall, I lived in a yard with many children. Big yard? Wanna ever hear about big yard? Me live a big yard. Now, that's my uncle, by the way, Uncle Herbie. Big up Uncle Herbie. Now, one good Christmas day, we were heading out to the Christmas fair put on by the Honorable Herbie Lemon. Now, I don't know what my big cousins did, but they provoked Mass Butty. Anybody ever heard of Mass Butty? Oh, you've heard of Mass Butty? I won't tell you about your age. So they provoked Mass Butty, and Mass Butty decided that he would not have it. And Mass Butty came after us. This is Mosquito Valley now. The hill is like this. And we had to make our way up that hill. The disadvantage was that I was the youngest, and my legs were not as long as theirs. So they started to run, and Mass Butty, in my estimation, was giving chase. I don't know that Mass Butty was literally behind us, but I saw Mass Butty with a hammer, and I'm the last one. So I'm shooting it up the hill. Wish I had the legs of our Olympian here, but I didn't. And I didn't stop running until I reached the fair, Uncle Herbie Fair that day, and that was where peace was. But it was a legacy. It was a part of a community that was pretty cohesive because each one reached one. And I understood that honor and respect was a part of our community, where if you mouthed off to anyone, your mom, your uncle, your auntie, somebody would hear about it before you reach home. That was what our community, Red Hills, was like. There is something special, however, about this here hill. I grew up in a well-bonded community, and to be honest, I have story for miles, and not that I'm going to let you hear these stories quite today, but what I want to provoke you with today is the keys that made a community cohesive. I heard our master of ceremony say that it used to be so, that people aren't like this anymore. That should make us uneasy. Are you comfortable with our community changing as it has? Are you comfortable with seeing that we have become, instead of a cohesive community, we are more disjointed? How many persons feel like we're more cohesive? How many persons can say, truly, we have become more divided? Yeah? Yeah, definitely. You have seen it. But what is it that makes a community pull together? What is it that we're losing while we're able to strengthen what remains? What held this community together? I dare say that we had a moral understanding that even for those who were not Christians in this community, there was a moral compass that we collectively held. And somewhere along the line, it is disappearing. It's disappearing behind the concept of I in my own corner and you in yours. It's disappearing behind see people business and leave it alone. It's disappearing behind us four and no more. It's disappearing. So even as we gather today to honor these people who have acted selflessly, we should be in a position where we are like, how are we going to choose from the amount of heroes and stars that live here in Red Hills? But that's not our concern. I'm sure Fiona will be thinking, please help me to find the heroes. Do we have heroes here? Oh, I'm waiting for your response. I hear a little rumble and a mumble. But I want us to begin to take ownership of this Red Hills community again. I remember that my mom used to have a store just down the bottom, right at the bottom of the hill. She had a store. She used to sell ice cream and all these niceties. And as she sold those things, she would counsel the young people who would come by. So it was not just about earning. It was about impact. And then I had to give honor to Miss Olive and Miss Linda, who were the higglers who sold in front of my mom's shop. I could never pass them without giving them their due respect. So when I say that we're losing it because we're more convinced that we need to mind our own business rather than mind the gold that's in this here hills, it is because we have become selfish. We have. Now, what does it take? And let's get very practical. What does it take to become a hero of this Red Hills community? It takes taking care of someone that does not live in your house. It takes reaching over the fence to help. Listen, GSAT, PEP, you might not be a math brain from high school, but you were excellent at grammar, excellent at English. How are we practicalizing what we have so another generation can be helped? And I'm saying this because we have people right now, we have a lot of young people here, and I'm grateful for you. But I want to plug this in your mind that you are not an excellent citizen because you did not get in trouble with the law. You're an excellent citizen because you own the community. You own, you share, you help, you reached out to others who are in need. And it's not that we're asking you to do what you cannot do. It is that we have to come to the place where we get over ourselves and begin to look out. I remember GSAT was coming up, and Ms. Hales will bear my witness. I had some of her students who I stole and sat them around the table because my children were also doing GSAT. And so every single weekend, from Friday to Sunday, I had 7 children. 7, including my own, who I taught certain subjects, my husband taught certain subjects, and together we pushed them out to top high schools. Not because we're any big hero. This is just neighborly. Did you know that this is normal? This is normal for our Red Hills community. And I want to provoke you to pick up back the mantle of those who've gone before us, to pick up back the mantle of kindness and care, pick up back the mantle of caring. How many children pass you going to school, and some of them can't even go to school because they don't have bus fare. They used to reach our gate and knock. I said, Mom, I don't have a bus fare today. And I started baking muffins and freezing them and giving them muffins. At least you have a little something in your belly. It's not heroic. Honestly, it's not heroic. It's normal. It's not something to say, wow, did you do that? It's normal. It is normal. So I'm here as a provoker today, in the capacity of a provoker, to say, Red Hills, let's not lose what we were known for. Let's not lose the treasure that's found in this here hills. The treasure was really and always was the people who cared. I heard Luna Matthews mentioned, and I remember I run in the one little fight when I broke. I don't know who would break a fight in front of the principal's office. I'm like, the one digga fight. All I heard, lemon. And I was just like, oh my God, that's me. It's me she calling. I was so frightened, and she called me to the office. And then she said to the girl, Sophia, she said, a big girl like you make a little girl like that beat you? She said, you go on to class. I was like, praise God. I went to class, caught Fred, didn't get in any trouble. Don't make it a thing, guys. Don't make it a thing. But there are certain people who have served our community, and they did not just serve themselves. What are you doing? And this is not rhetorical. What are you doing to serve this community? I see my auntie in the back, in the middle there somewhere. She's all the way from St. Petersburg, Florida. And she comes here every so often and just bring stuff, do a treat, do a health fair, because it's ingrained in you. If you're really from Red Hills, it is ingrained in you to give. True. Children, if nobody told you, let me tell you. If you're really authentically from Red Hills, you are wired to be a giver, to look after the neighbors around you, to care. How is it that you have not seen Timothy go to school in an entire week? And you say, you know them people over there, so I saw them live me there. No. It's your business. And sometimes we just have to know how to get in the mix of it. You don't go to the parents and say, listen, you're not taking care of the children. No, I noticed that Timothy wasn't out for school for the last couple of days. Is everything okay? Can I help in any way? And some of us are afraid to ask, can I help? Because honestly, some of us leech on others. That's not being a true community person. It's not. But it still doesn't mean that we should not. I remember seeing a young lady coming up Mosquito Valley. And as she walked up and all her girls were out. And I said, come here, mums. How you do? She said, I'm good. I said, button up. And she said, oh, okay. So this other young lady saw me. She said, what a way you brave. I said, yeah. Well, I would never talk to her. Why? Because I'm afraid that she's going to embarrass me. I said, well, I've done nothing to be embarrassed for. And I protected her. My objective was not to expose her, but to protect her. If love is your motive, many things that you do will have longevity. You will not crush to heal. You will love to life. And so that is one of the things that we're missing in our community. We want to impact the next generation, but we have the brute force that we grew up with. Not true. In order to communicate to you, I need to box you down because you can't hear unless I hit you. No, it's not true. I need to come to the place where I am eyeball to eyeball with you and I can speak to you from the platform of love. I'm telling you, the Red Hills that we love, the Red Hills that people went all the way to New York and revived and recreate and go to Canada. You know, I just want to big up the Red Hills Link Up, the Past Student Association of Red Hills Past Student Association, Rock Hall Past Student Association, and who else? The Friends of the Hills, of which I have been a part of for some years, and several other groups. Do you know what their objective really is? To preserve something that they saw in this here hills. There's gold in this here hills. And all these different groups are passionately trying to preserve it. So what am I saying to you today? To have a cohesive and a cohesive Red Hills, to have a Red Hills that is not disjointed. Each one reach one. Can we say that? Well, I'm not here to tickle your ears, but I'm here to provoke you. And I want you to leave here firstly with the mindset, how can I have impact? How can I impact those around me? Some of us are retired. Do you know the wealth of information that you have? To just sit. I remember having an 8th grade student who, I said, why are you so angry? What's going on? And I came to find out that she could not read. I said, okay, so meet me on my veranda. Meet me on my veranda every evening after school. And she would come until her mom told her, no, you can't go for that. You have to do cheerleading. I was so upset. I was so angry. No, I was righteously angry. because this girl, she did not know consonant vowel blends. She didn't know. When I said, how do you give me a CH word? You know what she gave me? Triangle. Yeah, she gave me triangle. But guess what? You see, when I sat with her and I read the sums to her and I said, what is your answer here? She said, oh, I know how to do this. She could do maths like nobody's business. What if you are the key to unlock somebody's destiny? Just a few minutes of your time to say, hey, I used to do what you are doing. Don't go that way. Come this way. What if you were to do that? Those are the unsung heroes that you don't need to be applauded, but you know that you have lived meaningfully if you stop for somebody else. Amen? I'm going to leave you shortly, but I want to say a part of the national anthem. No, I don't like when you pull for the national anthem because I need to gather myself, because I am one who will bawl all the way through the national anthem. I love me some Jamaica. I love me, my nation. There's a line that says, strengthen us, the weak. No, I can't even go on. Strengthen us. What a prayer. God, make me strong so that I can help those who are weak. As opposed to God, make me strong that they can see that I'm not like who I used to be, that they can see that my mother put out somebody that is blah, blah, blah. Make me strong so that I can boast and I can be somebody. I have a book called Meology. That's exactly what that is. It is self. It is all about self. But what about strengthen my arms? Strengthen me financially. Strengthen me educationally so that I can be of help to somebody. How many of you have strength you don't even know about? You're able to pull up this Red Hills community and instead of speaking doom and gloom, to begin to speak life over our community and resuscitate it. Because right now, we're in a state that we need CPR. Yes, we do. We do. Because we're seeing factions and we're seeing different groups and negative. There are boys. I spoke to one gentleman and I said, why don't you take some of these guys and give them a trade them in what you know? He said, they don't want to come. He's like, I'm done with them. They don't want to come. They don't want to learn a trade. They just want to hand out. That is because nobody taught them the principle of working and earning. The principle of being a father, of being a protector, a provider, a priest in their home. And so I'm tasking all of us, me included, can we pull back Red Hills together? Is it possible? It is possible. It's possible because you are here. You don't need a master's in diddly. All you need to do is say, God, what do I have that you can use? And he will send you people who need help. They're around you every day. So next year, let's give Fiona a hard time because she can't choose who is the hero. Who to choose from of this community of heroes? Who should I choose from? Because everybody's going gun blazing. Listen, why don't we have some volunteers at Padmore? Would you like that, Principal? Would you like some people who say, listen, I'm coming Wednesday at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock to work with a couple of students. Could you just give me my class? Give me what? I will just work them through all the way to PEP. Some of you are bright. You like to tell people that you're bright. The proof is in the pudding. Let's get to baking. Let's get to putting our money where our mouths are and do something. True. I don't have a lofty speech for you. I just gave you my heart. My speech is right there. But this is Red Hills, and I love you passionately. I love this land. I love what we came from. And I see all these groups that are screaming, let's preserve what we have had. And I'm saying the same thing. Let's preserve it. You do what's in your lane to do. I do what's in my lane to do. And together, Red Hills will become that cohesive community that it was always meant to be. God bless you.
Dr. Case, if you did do an altar call, would have come up. You know, you mentioned your mother, Miss Davis. In 1979, she had a little tuck shop down there, so. I run up and down barefoot with my tear brief. And we go to the shop and say, where you want now? Ice cream. And she creep off and give me one cup. And I gone again, I come back. Where you want? And the amount of time she feed me for free. Tell her thanks. We have a surprise presentation that not even the organizers know about. I mean, whatever. Anyway, but you mentioned something critical that I want to comment on. The Millers. The contribution of the Millers to this community, you know, is like it is boundless. A lot of us don't know that this church that we are sitting in was actually, the property was purchased by Fiona's grandfather for the church. I have a quick story to share with you. I have a friend named Lele. Anybody know Lele? Lele Piakos. Lele hails from the community of Tivoli Gardens, where the funeral business does very well. And he went to Kingston College. His story is unfortunate because his father died by the gun. Unfortunately, his mother died by the gun too. So he was an orphan. And he was running up and down in Tivoli with some holy little boys doing all kind of stuff. And one day, two of them get killed. And he was stressed out. And there was a crusade in Denham Town. And the guest speaker was the Reverend Al Miller. And Al Miller had an altar call after he preached. And Lele just go up there with some of them friends them. And they were praying for them. And somebody in Al's church named Percy. And when them done pray for them and them leave, Al said to Percy, when I left that one day, point pan Lele and said, we are going to reduce tonight. We're not leaving him. And the long and short of it, there's a house behind Fiona's house that I'll use as a kind of orphanage. So there was Lele from Tivoli Gardens, there was Johnny Brown from Dunkirk, there was Bradbury from Rima Gardens, you know. And I met Lele in the 90s and we became friends. Today, Lele owns a house in Coville Gardens valued $35 million. He's the managing director of a shipping company. He owns his own car. His daughter is a student at Meadowbrook High School because of one man, Al Miller. The impact then I say, oh, but more time, me there foreign. And I say, I'm media foreign? Because me used to say foreign on TV. Now Lele have all visa. So as Dr. Case says, make an impact, leave an impact. Don't just come on this world and just cut. Leave an impact. Leave a legacy. Hey, tell me something. Want to like the decoration? No, sir. Fiona, who this the director? This look like when you're there, them. When something name a stadium Independence Day, Grand Guard, and they're sitting there. Give shout out to them.
Carrie Ann Bethune, Designs with Care.
This side look good. All right now, after all the high waters and all of that now, you know, consistent with the message, one of the awardees, Shauna, you pressure me last year, and I go pressure me this year. Sit. One of the awardees in recognition of the tremendous work and sacrifice, dedication and commitment of the Flourish movement would like to make a presentation to Fiona. So Keisha Hales.
Lady Ju. Okay, Fiona, on behalf of the Padmore team, Team Padmore. Yes, we'd like to give you the small token of our appreciation for just doing what you do. Because when you give flowers, you must get back flowers. I am a firm believer in that. So on behalf of our team, I just want to give you this.
Thank you, Team Padmore. I'm sure the gentlemen will do something similar, but we men, we just like to just give our money, you know, so. Put up the no, there's the bank account number. So I'm going to send you money. Right, Ralston? Yeah, I'm going to send you money. Okay. Now, okay, so it's Shauna's time. Shauna, pressure cooker.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Thank you for staying here. For those who are online, thank you for joining online. Keep putting your messages in the chat after tonight's grand festivities. I am sure that the awardees will appreciate the messages that you're writing in the chat, so I implore you to continue doing so. I'm going to ask Fiona to draw closer, as I am here to do the thank you presentations. And I'm going to call on several sponsors, and we couldn't do it without the sponsors. So we couldn't do this event without our 26 or 27 sponsors, as well as our overseas givers. And we had some local persons who gave as well. And that's why we ask you to leave $1,000, leave $5,000 in that, so that this great work can continue seamlessly. First, I'm gonna ask Miss Burnett, I know she's Mrs. Burnett, Pitter from the Red Hills Baptist Church to come and make this presentation to the MC. Mr. Wayne Booth, our MC. Woo! Extraordinaire. Please come to the front, sir. You can. And this is a basket from one of, oh, redo? Let's redo, okay. This is a basket from one of our sponsors, Country Traders. They trade as coffee roasters. You can find them online. We have posted all of our 25 or 26 sponsors this year. You can go on Facebook, you can go on Instagram, so that you can support our sponsors. Support those who support you. Right? Right. Our guest speaker, I'm going to ask Miss Chinloya Allen to come and make this presentation to our guest speaker, Pastor Dr. Tanya Case. Your Thank you, Kenza. So this is a beautiful orchid from Gorgeous Flowers. And you know that they're at the Domes, Hagley Park Road. Thank you, Chinloya. Pastor Barrett, should I call him as yet? Reverend Patrick. Papa, you there nearby? I know you're still there, man. Come, man. APT Services. And I'm going to call all 4 members of the Radical Anointed Disciples. Andre, the last man standing, come collect for all 4 round, man. You give him all 4, and Andre will distribute to the other members. So they didn't know that they were going to get something, but that's fine. Yes. And these are gifts from Cynthia's. Everybody know Miss Cynthia? All 4 of them. Guys, come over. And it's the other way around. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you. And in the same breath, I ask Mrs. Cynthia Phillips to come. Cynthia's gift shop, and Abigail, our dancer, and Kenza. Kenza, you cannot be helping mommy now because you're going to be presented, okay? We spoke about legacy earlier. Did we speak about legacy? So Kenza is Fiona's daughter. Carrie Rose, please come up. Please come up so we can see the other daughter, who is also behind the scenes, but Kenza is the bold and beautiful one who wants to be in everything. Carrie might be behind the scenes, right? So this is legacy. Let me step out the picture, right? One more. Thank you very much. Mr. Vassell from the Builder Limited, are you still here? Mr. Devon Vassell, you're looking at me. I can see you too. And you have been sitting beside Anola Barnes all evening. And wasn't it divine that you are sitting beside the person who you'll be handing over a gift to? And neither of you knew about it, but that's okay. Turn the bow around. Turn the bow to the front. Bye. Thank you very much. And we have a special presentation. And I heard that Reverend Hardware isn't here, but Sister Burnett Pitter is. So I'm going to ask her to come right front and center. And Fiona will step forward.
Okay, so what happened, right, is that year one, we used the hall up at Red Hills Methodist, and the hall overflowed. So we decided that we needed somewhere bigger, so we approached Red Hills Baptist, and they said, okay, fine. And before the awards even ended good last year, Rev said, we're on board again next year. You guys have to do it again next year, and we'll open the doors to you. So this is just us saying thank you. Thank you. So what happened is that they had a wish list. So we said we'll just pick something off the wish list. I know one of the things that they're trying to do, just throwing it out there in case anybody wants to help, is to set up a room for young mothers in case they need to breastfeed or change, but can still be part of the service. So I believe that one of the screens will serve that purpose. So thank you, Red Hills Baptist Church, and we hope that we know that you will make very good use of this surprise gift.
Okay, all right. I was just gonna say, my TV did start working. Me yeah, do this.
Give me back come back here. Excuse me, where's my thing? If anybody doesn't know what my name is, I'm Shauna Moore Gutsmore. And just hold your applause. My bishop preached on something. He said, there is more. And I held on to that. I don't do less, I don't do lack. I deal with more, I deal with abundance, I deal with overflow. Fiona, there is more in store just for you, so don't go too far. Come back. The thank you presentations continue. And I'm gonna ask Joan to come closer. And there's also a Juliet. So I'm gonna be in the middle and Fiona is gonna be right here. Yeah, so Juliet, Shauna, and Joan, right? You're gonna smile. Just smile. Joan, take it on. Take it on.
Okay, so Fiona doesn't know about this. So we're going to tell you a little bit about her. I mean, we know that she is the founder of Flourish, and we know other things. We know that what she does, it's not a paid job. It's all volunteer. We know that she is and she will get her blessing. But today we want to just big her up a little bit. So here goes. Let me tell you a little bit about her. So Fiona Burke, nee Miller, is the only child of the late Gordon Emmanuel Miller, familiarly known as Jem, and the outstanding Joan Diana Miller, affectionately known as Nurse Miller or plain Nurse. Fiona is a citizen of the soil, a Kingstonian by birth and country girl by association, a devoted wife to Dennis Randy Burke, a writer, a content creator, communicator, PR specialist, a marketer, an educator, an encourager, a confident and the proud mother of two beautiful princesses, Kari and Kenza, right there. A woman of unwavering faith, Fiona exemplifies servant leadership. She lives by the conviction that true leadership is found in service, and she faithfully follows God's direction in every aspect of her life. For more than 11 years, she has dedicated herself to transforming lives, strengthening families, and building a more compassionate community. The Flourish Mentorship Program was born from a burden Fiona carried for the young girls of Red Hills and its surrounding communities. She recognized that many possess incredible gifts and potential, but lacked guidance, encouragement, and mentorship needed to discover their purpose. Inspired by the Holy Spirit and supported by committed role models, she established a program that has since become a beacon of hope. Through numerous cohorts of the Flourish Mentorship Program and the Flourish One-on-One Initiative, Fiona has personally mentored and positively influenced more than 100 teens and teenagers, equipping them with confidence, character, leadership skills, and a renewed sense of purpose.
Her commitment to empowering others extends far beyond young girls. Understanding that women also need spaces where they can heal, grow, and flourish, Fiona established initiatives such as Breakfast Beauties, Business Beauties, Hot Girls on Fire for God, and the Saved Single Sisters Soiree. She has also led numerous acts of community service, including Valentine's Day appreciation initiatives for servers and generous outreach to the Women's Center of Jamaica's Foundation. Fiona possesses a rare ability to see beyond a person's present circumstance. Where others may see disappointment or failure, she sees promise, purpose, and possibility. Through her compassion, wisdom, and encouragement, she has helped countless women rediscover their value and embrace new beginnings. Her impact has also been felt within the education sector, where even boys were mentored. Working closely with guidance counselors and neighboring schools, Fiona assisted in the planning and successful execution of Boys' Days, Girls' Days, and the memorable Mini Miss Red Hills primary pageant in May 2025. Creating opportunities for young people to develop confidence, leadership, and pride in themselves and their community. When Hurricane Melissa devastated communities in October 2025, Fiona once again answered the call to serve. She mobilized residents throughout Red Hills, forged partnerships with local wholesalers and the Red Hills Police Station, which served as the collection hub, and inspired an overwhelming response from the community. Never content to simply coordinate from a distance, Fiona personally collected, sorted, cleaned, and packed and delivered clothing, food, diapers, and other essential supplies to those most and severely affected. Her hands-on leadership transformed compassion into meaningful action and remained reminded many families that they had not been forgotten. Never knew all of this happening in Fiona. The true measure, turn back around and smile. The true measure of Fiona Burke's legacy cannot be captured by the number of programs she has established or the countless hours she has volunteered. It is found in the lives she has changed, the dreams she has ignited, and the hope she has restored. Young girls have grown into confident young women. Women who once felt overlooked have discovered renewed purpose. Families have been strengthened, and an entire community has experienced the power of one person's obedience to God's call.
Those who know Fiona describe her as compassionate, selfless, visionary, and deeply committed to serving others. She leads not for recognition, but because she genuinely believes that every individual has God-given value and the potential to flourish. It is therefore with great pride and deep appreciation that we celebrate Fiona Burke, a faithful servant, a visionary leader, a compassionate mentor, community builder, and a true gem whose life continues to leave an enduring legacy of faith, hope, and love. I ask the audiovisual team to assist me right here. Just a second. We reached out to a few persons whose lives were transformed by this gem. Remember that her father's name was Gem? Okay, so if you keep hearing me talk about true gem, I'm referencing legacy. Okay. We reached out to a few persons whose lives were transformed by this gem. Flourish Mentorship, we have Ajane Atkins. For Breakfast Beauties, we have Tiffany Chambers. For Valentine's Day Treat, we have Tracy and Hemming. And I'm seeing Tracy down there. And Tracy, you can ball because she has a ball. So you better no ball. We have Saved Single Sister Soiree, Joylyn Allen. Did Joylyn leave? She was here though. The Women's Center of Jamaica, Miss Anisha Northover. And of course, the Red Hills Heroes Awards, Hugh Wall. Go ahead, AV. No, it's a voice, it's only audio. So we just want you to listen. Oh, okay. Yes, it's just an audio clip. Fee, I saw it go. We coordinate, but we'd have to leave you out of that part here. Yeah. So I told the MC no.
Hi, my name is Ajane. I am a proud past member of the Flourish Mentorship, and being there as a youth was the best day out of the week for me. Going to Flourish for me was getting out of the house to learn how to be a better woman and how to go about my life decisions. Being there assisted me in so many ways, which led me to my career of being a teacher, and now I'm certified in level 2 for early childhood, and I'm really grateful for Auntie Fiona taking me under her magnificent wings. I also remember meeting Auntie Joylyn, who is still a part of my life up to this day. Auntie Joylyn came to Flourish as a guest of honor to speak to the ladies that were there, and from she saw me, she knew I was the problem one, which made me her target. But that's one thing that I love about her, and she never gave up on me, even when she came to my school to work. She always had her eyes on me, and once again, I am grateful for Auntie Fiona. Thank you. Love, Ajane.
Good evening, Fiona. She was just a little humble servant. I was admiring her all along. Then she invites me to a Valentine's Day treat, and I said, We're going to go. Me and the girls, I'm in the shop said, okay, let us go. And we go home and we get ready and we go. And when we go, wow, it was a mind blowing. We feel relaxed. We feel like our heart, our mind, and our soul was at peace. It was unbelievable. She made us feel welcome. She and her crew, they made we feel like we are standing in the gap of God. And she made us feel so comfortable. We couldn't even believe it at the end of the day. When we were going home, we were just telling each other how we feel and how it made us feel at peace and like every burden off our shoulder has been gone. Then after that, she invited me to an Heroes Day award. Wow. I could not believe that my name would come up in something like this. And when I go to the award and how she explained about me, it just made me feel like I'm well deserved. I'm a woman that can stand up and look tall. She made me not feel like I'm nobody. That made me feel like, well, if you think you're nobody, she can turn your life around with God's help and make you someone. And I feel so good. It was more than words can tell. Even when I'm coming home, my daughter would say to me, Mommy, I like how she deal with everything. She deserves much more, but I don't know what I could do to make her feel the way like how she makes me feel. That 2 presentation, the Valentine's Day and the Heroes Award. If I could just use one word, she's fun. She's more than ordinary. She's heartbreak. She's breathtaking. And I love and respect her right now. And even the people that behind the scene that working with her. Thumbs up, continue to do the good works, because with God in the vessel, we can smile at the sun. And I love you guys. Thank you for making me to who I am today, and that I will not put myself behind. I will put it in front and let God do the rest. Thank you very much. You are awesome, God, and awesome crew. Just continue to do the work, and God will fix it.
It has been a wonderful privilege for me to receive this Readiness Hero Award. You know, sometime in life doing stuff and you feel like there's nobody recognizing and caring. But receiving this, it make a big difference. And I want to say big up to Mrs. Burke and the team. She clocked this. And may God continue to bless her to keep up the good work. Thanks again.
Good afternoon, everyone. Breakfast Beauties in 2022 had a significant impact on my life. Through the fellowship, I experienced spiritual growth, encouragement, and meaningful friendships. The discussions, prayers, and shared testimonies strengthened my faith and reminded me of God's faithfulness during both joyful and challenging seasons. The group inspired me to serve others with a generous heart, grow in confidence as a leader, and remain committed to living a life that honors God. The support and accountability I received helped shape my personal and spiritual journey, and the lessons I learned continue to influence my life today. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Miss Anisha Northover. I am the center manager at the Kingston chapter of the Women's Center of Jamaica Foundation. I just want to use this opportunity to say to you, Mrs. Burke, we thank you for all that you have done, the impact that you would have created, and all the precious memories and the talks that you would have given to our girls. We bless you and we pray that wherever you go, that we will be that etch that you cannot get rid of out of your heart. Bless you, and we love you from the Women's Center of Jamaica Foundation.
Fiona. I think I met Fiona over 10 years now. About 10 years. It was like love at first sight. We met for the first time and something just kindled in our spirits. And we have been supportive of each other ever since. You know, from Flourish at Red Hills, Flourish at Alpine, Flourish at Waterloo, Flourish at Pembercott High School, and then the Save Singer Story. And through the Save Singer Story, I met my husband. And the rest is history. And I just want to let you know, Fiona, how I appreciate your friendship, appreciate your support, and pray that God will continue to enlarge your borders.
You know, each October, we see several persons being awarded national awards: Order of Merit, Order of Distinction, Badge of Honor, Medal of Honor. These are recognition to citizens and distinguished individuals for outstanding service, bravery, and contribution to national development. This woman thought, what of the ordinary citizens going about their business, offering a service, extending themselves to persons, and doing it with no thought of a thank you or even a mention? Ordinary persons who served in the clinic, the police station, the wholesale, the classroom, the pharmacy, etc. Fiona realized that persons were in the community who epitomized excellence, but would never have been recognized nationally. And so in 2024, the Red Hills Heroes Award was born. 12 persons were honored in 2024, 10 in 2025, and today we honor 10. What a visionary.
She is a deep thinker about complex and simple things. I recall an excerpt from something she wrote titled, I Am Sad. The occasion was the announcement of the death of Whitney Houston. Notice who he targets, she writes, referring to the devil, persons with tremendous talent and persons who know, he knows, are able to touch others, other lives. Why do you think every time we're trying to do something we really want to do or to work towards achieving our dream, we get such a fight? Sigh. She ends. We need to do everything in our power to protect our destiny and our purpose. Even more importantly, we need to protect our children. We need to pray over them night and day. We need to call forth their purpose and destiny. That sounds like something Al Miller would say. We need to speak it into being. We need to declare that they will become who God called them to be, and that they will do what He equipped them with, their special gifts to do. We need to do the same for ours. We need to pray earnestly concerning our purpose and their destiny, their purpose and destiny, and ours too. We need to be vigilant. Remembering, we are soldiers fighting a spiritual battle.
Today, I am proud, and because there are 3 of us here, we are proud to call Fiona friend and to see her here today, and she's hearing it from us, and we're saying, well done. She had So though she had no idea about this, I stand, and we as a community stand, right? Yeah, man. We stand as a community of Red Hills, and we ask you to help us to congratulate Mrs. Fiona Burke, a deserving recipient whose selection would be met with universal admiration. Mrs. Burke, a lady whose impact is so evident that few, if any, would question her worthiness. A born and bred daughter of this soil, widely respected and admired, whose recognition is wholeheartedly embraced by all who know her. Mrs. Fiona Amia Burke. And that's What's fab? F, yeah. But your initials is FAB. You're fabulous. You are what? Fabulous. An undeniable choice for this honor, having earned the respect, gratitude, and admiration of her community. And today we declare her the number 11th true Red Hill star. Continue shining your light. Remember what I said earlier, there's more? More. So, Booth, who forget charge tonight for run off a program? I'm here in the capacity of committee member to get the program continued by doing the vote of thanks. You may all be seated. Thank you. But we're still gonna charge Booth because remember, he took 2 or 3 minutes between everything to add a little spice, and so it's him, don't it? It's him, right? So on behalf of the Red Hills Heroes Awards Committee, I want to thank the AV team of the Red Hills Baptist Church for sound and visuals. I believe there's Jamila, Alia, and Andre. So I want to thank you personally. For the recording of the citations, Mr. Neeson Williams and Anya Jean Wilson. For the beautiful 5-star Pegasus looking decor, I want to thank Carrie-Ann Bethune and Designs with Care for the beautiful decoration. And I know that the Red Hills Baptist Church is not going to do anything with this, right, Sister Burnett? This August here, it just noise. Right, it's gonna be here for a while. You can watch their live stream. You will see. You will see. Shanique Dixon and the Windsor table for the refreshments for the awardees. True Output Printers for printing the backdrop images right here and the reserved cards and the awards that were given out earlier. Photo Wayne. Big up for being early, big up for being on time, big up for taking all of these beautiful pictures that everybody will see on Facebook and Instagram very soon, because he will be giving us these pictures on or before Wednesday. Thank you very much. For the awardees, thank you for allowing us to honor you. I tell you, every year we shortlist to about 12, and then for whatever reason, 2 persons can't make it or whatever. We know what happened this evening, emergency with Mrs. Cunningham. But thank you for allowing us to honor you, and for your loved ones who came to support you. We thank you for being here and for mostly being on time. Look for me. Roger, look for me. I am the timekeeper, you know. Thank you for being mostly on time. I'm afraid of Keisha, so I'm not going to single her out. And of course, to all of our 26 business sponsors and individual donors in Jamaica and the diaspora, we thank you. And for each person that's giving now or giving later, we thank you very much. Master of Ceremonies, come and finish us off. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big up to you.
You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. That little ceremony for Fiona was quite touching. And it's quite admirable too, because as we all know, women don't like women. And when you're in a team, there's always infighting and bad mind. So for her team to come together to recognize and highlight her effort, it is indeed honorable. Clap. Before we go, we're going to invite the awardees for some photo opportunity. Where's the photo in? Yes, you can take pictures with your family and friends up here, you know, just for the app and for your albums too. Again, we appeal for your money. Now we'll be watching to see who is going to drop money in the box when I leave. And yeah, who don't no cash, remember the account. See the account there again. Scotia and Tiffin NCB. Right. Oh yes, and we invite, you know, you guys to get, we have some refreshment on the veranda. You can grab a water, so there'll be no Gatorade this evening. All right, so in closing, I would like to say again, thank you all for coming. We appreciate you sacrificing your Sunday evening. See Juliet there with the money pan. We appreciate you sacrificing your Sunday evening to celebrate with us, you know. And as Dr. K said, you know, have an impact. Try to emulate these people here. You know, one of my favorite quotes in the Bible is, in as much as you have done it unto the least among these, you have done it unto God. And most Christians want to be like Christ, but they don't want to do what Christ do. You know, they just want to be Christians. You know, and the least among us are the less fortunate, the downtrodden, the underprivileged. Right? Not the top and Harris them. You know, those little kids on the road at the stoplights. Your car pull up at the stoplight and they come and wipe your windshield. If you don't have the money to figure them, be pleasant. You know, be polite. You know, I remember Almila said one time, do unto others as you'll have them do unto you. And the meaning of that is, do unto others as you would have them do unto you if you were in their position. So if you were in poverty and at a stoplight begging, treat that person the way you would have wanted to be treated if you were in that position. All right? So again, thank you all for coming. Drive safely home and see you again next year. Same time, same place. Thank you. Clap me. Thank you.